What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andy and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video, guys, I will show you the most recent news that is related to the MMTLP saga. Unfortunately, yesterday I didn't do any videos in regards to our case because it was literally zero news that is worth your attention. And on today's video, guys, I will show you quite interesting details how we have to push our case forward through non-litigation path in order to stay in line with the laws and in order to be extremely effective in this case. On top of that, guys, I will show you quite interesting investigation, and this news might also be very useful for us, and it might help us to achieve our goal. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. And let's start with this tweet that was written by Daniel, by your favorite SGM, just 9 hours ago. It is basically a reminder. He wrote, "Reposting for visibility, only 5 days left in the campaign. After that, then the open letter is released to the US Senate Committee on Finance and Public. Join the movement," and he added the link to this petition. And guys, for now there is 372 signatures under this petition, and I still encourage you to sign this petition if you agree with all the statements that was mentioned by Daniel in this open letter. And guys, let me remind you that Daniel is pursuing both paths to the resolution. This is the non-litigation path, but at the same time, guys, his lawsuit is active and is ongoing, and I have to admit that within the next several weeks we will see an update on this lawsuit as well. On top of that, guys, let me show you this quite interesting tweet, and I think it is very important to understand that, for example, this letter that was written by NextBridge Hydrocarbons on October 11th in response to the bad news when NextBridge Hydrocarbons lost the Orogrande Basin as their property because of the actions, or I would say inactions, of payments for these leases. And right here you can see the letter, and I want to quote you just this highlighted paragraph. By the way, Marcus wrote this: "Nobody can come up with an answer for this PR." And the information is following. "The company is pleased to announce the signing of a letter of intent between NextBridge and McCabe Petroleum Corporation to transfer and assign MPC's 40% ownership in the Louisiana Heritage Play to NextBridge. Closing is anticipated to occur on or before December 31st of 2024. And guys, we don't have any official statements about this deal. We don't have any mentions or any PR statements why this deal was postponed or has it ever happened. And I have to admit that this is another evidence that Greg McCabe doesn't want to fight for MMTLP and NextBridge shareholders, because it is just simple action to write another PR statement to calm down all the people who are and who were anticipating for this news. And unfortunately, NextBridge Hydrocarbons has lost the majority of its intrinsic value. It has a lot of debts and it doesn't have any sources of income. That is why, unfortunately, I think, guys, NextBridge by itself will file its bankruptcy within next several months. It is what it is, but we have a snapshot, as I mentioned in the video that I made 2 days ago. We have a snapshot of illegal actions that for now are set in stone. And because of this information, we have all the chances to win our battle, because it will expose the wrongdoers who made MMTLP shares tradable and whose actions lead to the U3 halt. So let me show you another quite interesting tweet. Steph reposted the tweet from Gardner Wade, and Gardner wrote this on January 26. Note that FINRA has removed all FINRA fraud images of X. You know what to do, MMTLP army. Let's generate 1,000 more. Flood this platform with FINRA fraud GIFs and images. They thought they had a PR problem before. And guys, I have to admit that it is quite interesting statement, and potentially it might be useful for MMTLP community to just make the noise of the problem. But at the same time, guys, we have a lot of similar tweets from other community members and with the pictures and GIFs with famous people. And I have to admit that yes, on the one hand, it might be useful for us as a community to attract more attention. But on the other hand, guys, all these images, they cannot help us. They cannot help us to achieve our main goal, because it is just noise. Unfortunately, with these pictures, we might also see some negative consequences. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Wait a second, somewhere here. Yes, Samantha wrote this response to Gardner Wade's tweet. She wrote, here's your MMTLP FINRA fraud image reported to FBI. And she added this screenshot where Gardner Wade, wait a second, I will show you the date if it is, no, it is not available right here, but let me quote you this. MMTLP Army, ANC Army, Gemini Army. What will the FBI do when 500,000 plus citizens put a ticking alarm clock, several bricks wrapped in duct tape and wire into a card box labeled MC, Gemini, MMTLP at every airport and bus station in the United States? Now the FINRA fraud investigation begins. Life is good. And guys, definitely this call to action is 100% illegal, and I have to admit that I don't like these type of actions. We have to stay in line with any actions that we want and we perform, basically. Let me show you this tweet from Charlie. Charlie wrote, so ironic, he didn't realize that after this post, more likely an investigation started on him, lol. There has been so much crazy involved in MMTLP, it's easy to get desensitized, but if you isolate the events, some of it really is unbelievable. And Samantha wrote this, absolutely, people get so lost in their rabbit holes. Some of them don't even realize the egregious behavior they are engaging in are really problematic and potentially have long-lasting repercussions. So, yes, guys, we have to understand and realize all the actions that we are doing right now in order to achieve our goal. That is why, guys, the noise by itself is a good action, but we have to stay in line with any other statements and with any other official actions and call to actions that some people from MMTLP community might post. And that is why, guys, please be cautious, because in general, let me show you this example. Scott Roth is still fighting against the real Greg McCabe, and I have to admit that it is dirty conversation. I don't want to dig deeper inside this, and unfortunately it is what it is. Not so many people like Scott Roth and his behavior, especially I would say his behavior, but at the same time, guys, if the resolution comes from Scott Roth's litigation, will you accept it or not? Definitely the answer is obvious. That is why, guys, if he is fighting for the major goal, why are you trying to confront him? In my opinion, it doesn't make sense, especially if you want to make this type of statements and if you want to basically attack him on the personal level. So, let me show you the more professional due diligence that might also help us in our path to the resolution. RareDD posted this. In 2020, Ari Rubinstein sent a 7-page comment letter all about why market makers should be able to create markets for any security. In the years that followed, Rubinstein's GTS securities has been linked to the dividends of Overstock, Ostco, and Metamaterials MMTLP, becoming tradable on the OTC against their wishes. In both cases, FINRA has come to aid of the market makers. The SEC has remained silent, even though they allegedly have oversight over FINRA. Full video linked in the quoted post below. And guys, I have to admit that RareDD not only makes these posts to help with his investigation, to help us to find out new information that might be important in our fight for the resolution, but at the same time for the people who want to watch videos and who prefer to watch videos rather than to read the information from tweets. And that is why, guys, this investigation is also very useful for us as a community. On top of that, take a look right here. John Burda reposted several tweets. One of them is definitely the RareDD's tweet that I just read to you. And the next one is this one. Whiskier wrote this quite interesting post. And let me show you this in details. The control deficiencies and the scope of the conduct at issue here was simply staggering. Internal controls at Barclays did not detect the sale into markets of $17.7 billion worth of unregistered securities, who sold us unlimited shares of MMTLP while FINRA and SEC watched. And he added several screenshots of basically this is the screenshot from the article. And let me quote you the highlighted part. The Securities and Exchange Commission has slapped Barclays and Barclays Bank with a total fine of $361 million for controls failures. And on top of that, he published the letter, the part of the FOIA letter that was addressed to Patricia Casimates on top of 3 other people from SEC, and it was written by Sam Drady. And we know all of these letters were disclosed in April or in March of 2023, about 3 or 4 months after the U3 halt was implemented. On top of that, guys, Whiskey wrote this. It is a part of the lawsuit, and he added the link to the lawsuit. You can find it right here, and you can read it basically. Let me quote you this. Commission ordered the respondents to pay $200 million penalty to be held in an account at the United States Treasury pending decision whether the Commission, in its discretion, would seek to distribute the funds. Class action. And here is the screenshot of this class action. Let me quote you again just the highlighted part. Shockingly, Barclays illegally sold over $17 billion of unregistered securities over approximately 18 months. Once its misconduct came to light, Barclays had to suddenly and without warning suspend any further issuances and sales of the new VXX ETNs. The suspension of sales, which was announced just before the market opened on March 14th, 2022, caused the market price of VXX to skyrocket, and investors who were short VXX to suffer substantial losses. And guys, in my opinion, it is a pure manipulation. And I have to admit that these manipulations should be investigated by SEC. But in my opinion, we have the results of these investigations in just fraction of the entire volume. I think we don't even see more than 10% of the entire illegal activity that for now is happening on the US stock market. That is why, guys, we are here to fight for us, for MMTLP case and for retail community in general. That is why, guys, please be laser focused and please do not attack other community members.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm